something we've been focused on digital currencies for, a couple decades. This is something we've been focused on digital currencies for, a couple decades. Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. The New World Order book is going to show you how the world really works. And it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. I told you at the beginning of the year, in the first quarter of 2022, we was going to have an event that was going to bring us down. And then also in the fourth quarter, we would have an event that would bring us down. That's exactly what happened. And now I'm going to tell you, in the first quarter, we're going to have an event that's going to bring us down in 2023. And then also in the fourth quarter of 2023, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, guys, the markets are still going to be pumping and dumping until they get ready to pull the full rug. But I'll let you know when that's about to happen. Now, also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to get re-educated. And also, much love to those who've donated to the Cash Shop and Patreon. And in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events. Also, I give you the New World Order cryptos in the Patreon. Of course, you have to do your own research. But this next bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure that you have the cryptos that have utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, guys, we have Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks recovering from the lows. And all we have to do, guys, is look at the actual indicators. Over 300 million liquidated. We can clearly see the manipulation. And then now, all of a sudden, guys, we're receiving a ripple effect in the banking system that we can clearly see the Fed call. So just imagine when rates stay high for longer, these regional banks are going to take a big hit. We know these big banks are set, but just like in the 2007-2008 crisis, guys, a lot of these little banks disappeared into the hands of the big banks, and we know it's called monopoly. Big bank takes little bank, and guys, we know the Fed is always the reason. They control the supply and demand. If you have my NWO book, you understand. They're the cause of bank runs. And why has Bitcoin and crypto taken so long to get into the financial system? Because the Fed wanted to make sure it took it over. So that's the reason why we see all the big banks and big corporations funding these projects from the beginning. Now, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which they push down, guys, which is unbelievable. We can clearly see the manipulation. We had the 10-year over 4%. Now, guys, it's down to about 3.74 as I'm doing this video. And then, of course, we had the dollar down, volume, tether, USDC. Now, we have Justin Sun completes USDC transfer of $100 million to create liquidity for Hobie. And guys, we know that stable coins are the foundation, and we know that nothing but tokenized fiat 2.0, because these stable coins and CBDCs are going to be programmable. Now, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo moved up yesterday to $2.2 trillion, and we know the central banks are raising rates and running off this balance sheet in order to destroy this legacy market, so therefore the fourth industrial revolution can rise. And remember, guys, just a few days ago, the Fed was in the limelight. And now all of a sudden we see bank runs, and they run behind the scene when they are the cause of the bank run. And if you listen to CNBC, these people were clearly told to hurry and get your money out of SVB. So guys, they clearly caused the panic, and then that's when you get the bank run. And we know the NWO are the master magicians. Set up the distraction so therefore they can take the money behind the back door. And why are they doing this? We have Michael Barr setting up a new team at the Fed to focus on crypto. And guys, what did Jerome state? They've been focused on crypto for a few decades. Guys, we already know. The NWO moves in phases. They cause a problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. The solution that was ready 20 years ago. Now we have Tom Emmer says CBDCs could be easily weaponized to spy on U.S. citizens. And guys, we know blockchain tokenization. Blockchain gives the NWO the all-see-and-eye. And then with tokenization of everything, the NWO will be able to tell you what, where, and when and how to buy. And you have 3 to 6 months to spend it, or poof, it's gone. And we know the politicians are nothing but paid puppets. They use the Hegelian dialectic in order to move the NWO's agenda. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sitting about $17.5 billion. And don't forget, they're doing the court case with the SEC when it comes to the spot Bitcoin ETF. So there's plenty of distractions set up. Now, we have Dogecoin hits 4-month lows. I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But when is the best time to buy a crypto? When it's low, not when it's high. Now, we have securities platform DEFYCA to release tokenized private debt protocol on Avalanche. And guys, we know everything is going to be tokenized and put on blockchain, and of course, including debt. But guys, this is a real use case that we're looking for. We know blockchain, smart contracts, tokenization is going to change everything that we do. Now, we have Cathie Woods. ARK Invest bought over 350,000 shares of Coinbase once again. And guys, make sure you watch the video I did last night. It is an eye-opener. If you are asleep, wake up out of your sleep. The machines are definitely coming. We know Cathie Woods is invested in the robots, algorithms, and drones because she knows it's going to take the economy over, and she tells you that. She doesn't say fourth industrial revolution, but she clearly talks about all the technology that she's looking forward to in the next 5 years. And that technology is set up to replace humanity in the workforce. And where are the sheep going? That's right, the metaverse. Now, we have the Nigerian president aim to use blockchain technology in the banking sector in order to boost the economy. And guys, we know DeFi is definitely new banking. We know how blockchain records everything that you do. And we also know this technology can be used for good or evil. Unfortunately, in the African nations, we know it's going to be used for evil. It's banking the unbanked, which means enslaving the unslaved. Now, guys, we have Ethereum Shanghai upgrade is right around the corner, coming soon. But guess what? We have the New York Attorney General sues KuCoin for selling securities and commodities without registration. And the New York Attorney General has the nerve to call Ethereum a security. And we know New York is just like Chicago. It's very corrupted. We know that's the reason why the bank man went to New York. Everything is paid and bought for. Guys, you can't have the CFTC clearly say Ethereum is a commodity, and we can clearly see that now. Yes, of course, when they first started, they may have been a security, but now we clearly see the utility and how Ethereum is going to change the world. We know an attorney does not make the decision on whether these assets are securities or not. That should come definitely from the SEC or the CFTC. But guys, we know this is all set up for a distraction for something much bigger down the road. We know by the Fed shrinking all this liquidity, a lot of these stocks are going to fall by the wayside. A lot of these cryptos are going to fall by the wayside. And we know for a fact the legacy market is going to fall, along with the United States dollar. And we're going to have the rise of the fourth industrial revolution led by the emerging markets, the BRICS nations. And the head, China, the dragon, along with that digital yuan backed by that digital SDR. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate. Not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.